Why can't Carlin Bates drive anymore? Bringing Up Bates is a popular reality television show that follows the lives of the Bates family, a large and close-knit clan from Tennessee. The series has captivated audiences with its wholesome portrayal of family values, faith, and the everyday challenges faced by parents Gil and Kelly "Joe" Bates and their numerous children. Among these children is Carlin Bates, one of the younger daughters in the family who gained attention not only for her vibrant personality, but also because she faced an unexpected obstacle, losing her ability to drive. This development sparked curiosity among fans, prompting questions about what led to this change in her life. Carlin Bates was once seen behind the wheel like many other young adults on the show, eagerly embracing independence as she navigated adulthood. Driving symbolized freedom, a way to explore opportunities beyond home, while contributing to family responsibilities such as running errands or attending events. However, over time, viewers noticed something different. Carlin no longer appeared to be dragging. Instead, others in the family would chauffeur her around, which naturally raised eyebrows given how integral driving seemed to be for someone her age. What initially seemed like a minor detail soon became a topic of discussion both within the show's narrative and among its fan base. The reason behind Carlin's inability to drive anymore lies in health-related issues that have impacted her daily life significantly. While the specifics weren't immediately disclosed in great detail on the show, it became clear through subtle hints and conversations that Carlin had been dealing with physical limitations tied to chronic pain and mobility challenges. These conditions made operating a vehicle unsafe and impractical for her. For anyone familiar with chronic illnesses, this revelation might resonate deeply. It's not just about giving up an activity, but adapting to new realities where certain freedoms are sacrificed for safety and well-being. Chronic pain can manifest in various ways depending on the individual, often affecting joints, muscles, or even neurological functions. In Carlin's case, her condition likely involves persistent discomfort or fatigue that compromises her ability to focus or react quickly, critical skills required for safe driving. It's possible that prolonged periods of sitting or repetitive motions involved in driving exacerbate her symptoms, making it unsustainable for her to continue doing so without risking further harm to herself or others on the road. Such medical considerations are serious enough to warrant stepping away from activities that could endanger lives. For Carlin, accepting this limitation must have come with mixed emotions. On one hand, letting go of driving meant relinquishing a significant marker of independence, a rite of passage most young people look forward to experiencing. For someone whose identity is closely tied to being active and contributing to her community, this shift undoubtedly posed emotional hurdles. She may have grappled with feelings of frustration, helplessness, or even guilt at needing assistance for tasks she once handled effortlessly. Yet, on the other hand, prioritizing her health demonstrates maturity and self-awareness, an acknowledgement that personal sacrifices are sometimes necessary when facing long-term challenges. The Bates family has always emphasized unity and support, and Carlin's situation underscores this ethos beautifully. Rather than isolating her due to her inability to drive, they adapted seamlessly to ensure she remained included in all aspects of family life. Whether it's accompanying her to appointments, helping with chores, or simply spending quality time together during car rides, each member contributes in their own way to ease the transition for Carlin. Their collective effort reflects a profound understanding of resilience, not merely enduring hardship individually, but thriving collectively despite setbacks. Viewers watching Bringing Up Bates witnessed firsthand how the family approaches adversity with grace and humor. Carlin's journey serves as a reminder that life rarely unfolds according to plan, yet there's immense strength in leaning on loved ones during tough times. Her openness about her struggles resonates with audiences who see parallels in their own lives, whether managing health issues, career changes, or relational dynamics. By sharing her story authentically, Carlin inspires empathy and connection, fostering a sense of solidarity among viewers navigating similar paths. Moreover, Carlin's experience highlights broader societal discussions around accessibility and inclusivity. Chronic illnesses and disabilities often remain invisible or misunderstood, leading to misconceptions about those affected. When public figures like Carlin share their stories candidly, they contribute to dismantling stigma and encouraging greater awareness. People begin to recognize that limitations don't define individuals. They're merely part of a larger narrative shaped by courage, perseverance, and love. In addition to adjusting practically to her circumstances, Carlin continues pursuing passions that bring joy and purpose to her life. From creative projects to spiritual growth, she remains actively engaged in endeavors that align with her values and aspirations. This determination reinforces the message that while some doors may close unexpectedly, countless others remain open if approached with optimism and resilience. Her adaptability mirrors the broader theme of the show itself. Life is unpredictable, but embracing change with faith and family can lead to meaningful fulfillment. Ultimately, Carlin Bates' decision to stop driving isn't just a plot twist in Bringing Up Bates. It's a poignant chapter in her ongoing story of overcoming obstacles. Through her vulnerability and unwavering spirit, she reminds us all that true strength lies not in avoiding difficulties, but in confronting them head-on with dignity and hope. Her journey offers valuable lessons about acceptance, interdependence, and finding beauty amidst imperfection, qualities that resonate universally regardless of background or belief system. As the Bates family continues navigating life together, Carlin stands as a testament to the power of community, faith, and inner fortitude. Though she may no longer sit behind the wheel of a car, she remains firmly in control of her destiny, steering her life toward purpose and positivity. And perhaps that's the most inspiring takeaway from her story. Sometimes letting go of what we think we need opens space for discovering what truly matters. Michael Bates receives invasive infertility question. Fans appalled Michael Bates, a beloved figure from the reality television series Bringing Up Bates, is no stranger to life in the public eye. For years, viewers have watched the Bates family navigate the highs and lows of life, love, marriage, and parenthood with transparency and faith. But recently, a moment during an interview with Michael Bates, also known as Michaela, left fans stunned and disappointed, not because of anything she said, but because of what she was asked. The incident in question involved a painfully personal and invasive query about infertility, a topic that Michael has addressed with grace and courage in the past. But the manner in which the question was posed and its timing sparked immediate backlash from fans and followers, many of whom saw it as insensitive, inappropriate, and needlessly hurtful. Michael Bates, the second oldest daughter in the large Bates family, has been open about her struggles with infertility since marrying Brandon Keilen in 2015. While many of her siblings have started families of their own, Michael and Brandon have walked a different path, one marked by deep yearning, medical procedures, and emotional vulnerability. Despite the personal nature of her journey, Michael has chosen to share parts of her experience publicly, offering comfort and solidarity to others facing similar challenges. In doing so, she has become a source of strength and inspiration. Her openness about infertility has helped break down stigmas and provided a platform for meaningful conversations about hope, faith, and the reality of medical limitations. But that openness has also, unfortunately, led some people to feel entitled to probe further, crossing the line from supportive curiosity into invasive territory. That's exactly what happened during a recent online Q&A session. A fan, or perhaps a curious onlooker, posed a question so direct and personal that it left viewers stunned. Why don't you just adopt if you can't have kids? At first glance, the question might seem innocuous, even well-meaning. Adoption is a beautiful and valid path to parenthood. But for those who understand the nuances of infertility and the emotional weight it carries, the question quickly struck a nerve. It's not the first time someone in the public eye has faced such a question, but the timing, tone, and implications of this query made it particularly egregious. Fans immediately recognized the harm in reducing a deeply emotional, often traumatic experience to a simplistic solution. The underlying suggestion, just adopt, ignores the physical, emotional, legal, and financial complexities that surround both infertility and adoption. More importantly, it dismisses the lived experiences of people like Michael, who have poured their hearts into this journey. The question implicitly invalidates her grief, as though adoption should be a quick fix rather than a deeply personal decision that requires thoughtful consideration and preparation. It didn't take long for fans of the Bates family to respond. Within hours, social media was flooded with messages of support for Michael and condemnation for the questioner. The overwhelming sentiment was clear. Michael owes no one an explanation for her reproductive choices, and asking such personal questions publicly is inappropriate. One fan commented, It breaks my heart to see people think they have the right to demand answers about something so deeply personal. Michael has handled everything with grace, but she doesn't deserve this. Another wrote, "As someone who has gone through infertility, I know how painful those kinds of comments can be. People think they're being helpful, but they have no idea how damaging it is." Supporters also praised Michael's calm and poised response. Rather than lashing out, she took the opportunity to educate, acknowledging the comment, affirming the struggles of those walking similar paths, and gently reiterating that adoption, while beautiful, is not simply a plan B for infertility. The incident has reignited discussions about boundaries, particularly when it comes to public figures. Reality TV stars like the Bates family often live much of their lives in front of cameras, leading some fans to believe they are entitled to full access, including deeply personal details. But as many pointed out, there's a difference between being open and being obligated to share everything. Michael's story is her own. That she has chosen to share pieces of it is an act of vulnerability, not an invitation for public scrutiny or judgment. Infertility is a deeply personal experience, one that involves grief, longing, and sometimes medical trauma. It's not a storyline to be wrapped up with a bow, because viewers feel uncomfortable with the ambiguity. This entitlement to answers about someone's personal life reflects a broader societal issue. We've become so accustomed to constant content and instant access that we forget to respect the privacy and humanity of those behind the screen. It's a form of parasocial overreach when fans feel so connected to a public figure that they blur the lines of appropriate boundaries. Throughout her journey, Michaela Bates has exemplified grace under pressure. From early on, she expressed a deep desire to become a mother, often sharing hopeful glimpses into her and Brandon's efforts to conceive or explore other options. She has documented medical appointments, surgery experiences, and emotional updates, all while maintaining a tone of hope, humility, and faith. She has also frequently emphasized that her path may not look like others, and that motherhood can take many forms. Her openness has provided comfort to countless others in the infertility community, creating a sense of solidarity and shared understanding. But what makes Michael's story so powerful is not just her transparency, it's her courage. Her willingness to talk about pain and unfulfilled dreams in a culture that often celebrates only success stories is a testament to her character. She has never demanded sympathy or pity, only understanding and respect. While the invasive question clearly crossed a line, it also served as a teachable moment. It sparked important conversations about how we talk about infertility, adoption, and the personal choices of others. It reminded many that well-meaning curiosity can still be harmful when it's not accompanied by empathy and tact. Infertility is often invisible. It doesn't show up in obvious ways, but it takes a heavy toll, emotionally, physically, and relationally. And while medical advances have opened new doors for many couples, they don't guarantee results. Moreover, not everyone chooses or is able to pursue every available option. Factors like cost, emotional readiness, and ethical considerations all play a role. Similarly, adoption, while beautiful, is not a universal answer to infertility. It's a complex process that comes with its own set of challenges, and it should never be treated as a default route for those unable to conceive biologically. Suggesting that someone just adopt minimizes the realities of both experiences. As the dust settles around this recent incident, one message remains clear: we need more compassion. In a world where people increasingly share their lives online, we must remember that real lives come with real pain, real joy, and real decisions that are not ours to question or fix. Michaela Bates didn't ask to be a spokesperson for infertility, but she has become a powerful voice in that space nonetheless. Her story, her strength, and her faith continue to inspire, even in the face of hurtful comments and misplaced curiosity. For fans and followers, the takeaway is simple: be kind. Ask yourself whether the question you're about to type or the comment you're about to post would be appropriate if the person were standing in front of you. If not, maybe it's better left unsaid. Public figures, no matter how open they choose to be, are still entitled to boundaries. They are still human. And their stories, especially the painful parts, are not ours to dissect. In the end, Michaela Bates' response to the invasive question was a masterclass in grace and resilience. She turned a hurtful moment into an opportunity to educate and uplift. And in doing so, she reminded everyone that compassion should always come before curiosity.